try every day to seek where I'm letting Hashem into my life, and where I see I'm not, I try to bring Him in. Zadie, since you left, I've been asking myself similar questions. Am I living my life with the lessons that you tried to teach me? Am I practicing the bravery and courage, the love, the way that you exemplified for me? Am I seeing the struggles in my life as impossibles or as difficulties that Hashem gave me to push through? Am I living the way you did? Am I letting things get in the way of my relationship with Hashem, or is my life about that relationship like yours was? I ask myself these questions daily, sometimes in tears. I ask myself these things for two reasons. One, because I know that's how you want me to live, and two, because this is my way of holding on. My way of holding on. Which way do I swipe? My way of holding on to you. This keeps me feeling connected to you, like you're still in my life, guiding me. I truly don't have the words to express how much I miss you and love you. How a whole, how large part of me left when you did, and more than that, how a piece of you stayed here in me. I'm so grateful and happy to Hashem that I was able to give you years of seeing me happy and healthy before you left. I can't imagine how much pain I put you through, with the choices I have made in my past. I need you to know how truly sorry I am for that pain. I also need you to know that without your constant love and support, and that of our whole family, I never would have made it out alive. Thank you for lending me some of your unending strength. Thank you for always fighting for me in your actions and prayers. My hope and prayer, Zay, is that I can get up from here and continue to live in a way that will make you happy and proud to be my Zadie. I'm missing you so much and holding you with me. Love, Moshe Ephraim.
Are you going to follow that?
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Look at it.
So, I really wasn't going to speak, and after hearing Moshe's words and Shema David's saying it over, not to continue in the same vein, but for those who were at the hospital in the last days, Bobby, Glaze, Rifty, and Walter, there have been many occasions where I asked you guys to leave the room. And I had private conversations with Zadie. And basically I told him that there's no more fight in this world for you. You've done all the fighting you can in this world. So I'm sending you with all our brachas and all our prayers to the next battle. The next battle, Zadie, is for you to look after us, each and every one of us, and each and every one of your grandchildren, and against some continual great-great-grandchildren, to be up there fighting on our behalf. But the second battle, the bigger battle, is please, 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 do everything that you can do on behalf of Father Show. What you did in this world, you need to do in Olam Haba, and bring Mashiach.
I just want to say before you come up that you're the person in this room that knows Haiti the longest, I guess, you know? And, I'm so incredibly grateful to everything your father has done for me and in my life. And, you know, similar to what Moshe said, I definitely wouldn't have been able to make it out as well if it wasn't for all the things that your father did for me. And I personally want to thank you. I really do. I'm so incredibly grateful. That's with that. Ahun covered.
Okay, just look at my.
Turn off the recording.
No, it's good. Just get an iPad. We can do it.
Oh, they're having this thing around the other building. You know what, you should gather, somebody should gather our children and close it down. You want to take our children in.
Just wait. Safta, wait. Safta, 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes.
No, they're not gonna hurt them. But if they
It's okay.
Go ahead, Ema.
Well, I just first want to read, Goran had said something that he wanted me to read. So I'll just try my best. The memory of Saba is a strong commitment to what he believed in and doing what's right. I wouldn't have made Aliyah or gone to the army if it wasn't for Saba. My parents, now this line I don't get, but anyway. My parents wouldn't have let me go to Israel at all if it wasn't for Saba, which is not really true. But anyway, I would not have met the love of my life if I didn't make Aliyah. I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for Saba. I remember one thing that really stuck with me, which is when I was just a kid in Saba and Saba's house. I told Saba I wanted to play chess with him, but he said to me, "But I know I'll win," which means Saba will win. I see now that he wasn't joking. The last thing that I will end off is this. Saba, the one who helped us, guided us, strengthened us. You are a rock. You have left us, but not nothing. You have left behind your courage, honesty, loyalty, and a family that will forever pass on these qualities to our children. And we will tell them where we learned these qualities of life, and they will pass it on to their children and so on. Your memory will live on in all of our hearts, and you will never be forgotten. Thank you for everything you've done for us. We love you. Us now. You have given us the world. Okay. When I was trying to write down my thoughts and things about Saba, it was very obviously difficult, as I know it was difficult for everybody to pick out one particular story and so on. I was trying to remember something that really stuck in my mind. One of the things that really stuck in my mind about Saba was that on Shabbat, he loved to hear Zemira. He loved when we sang, when we were all, either all together, or he went to Shabbat to our house, to any individual family for Shabbat. He loved that. So one thing that I didn't put in my on paper was that the last Shabbat that Safta and I were in the hospital with Saba, I went down to Bikucholim and we brought up grape juice and challah and something for Safta and Safta and I to eat. And Safta and I sang Shalom Aleichem with him. We made bracha, we made kiddush, we made motzi. We had a meal with him. We sang a little bit. We did Birkat Hamazon with him because Shabbat for him was always very special. And I know that you all know that. It was the time everybody's hustling, bustling during the week, and it was the only time that he would get to see the family and really be able to enjoy everybody and enjoy the children and really be able to spend time with him. And so it was a very special time with him. And Zimiro, obviously, as we all know, was part of the meal for him, and it was a very important part. So I'm just going to read what I wrote. I can't believe that it's 30 days since Daddy, Saba, Zadie has passed. It has been very difficult during this time to come to terms that I will no longer see him, talk to him, have him kiss me with one of those wet kisses, or hug me with his big, strong arms. I had so many different memories and thoughts while I was putting these words on paper. One of my memories that I have is how much Daddy loved to sing Zero, and how much he loved to be around any of our tables on Shabbat, hearing all of us to sing Zero together. It would always light up his face. During the time that Daddy was in the hospital, Savta had to be strong for the two of them. She gave Daddy all the love, patience, and compassion that a committed wife gives to her committed husband. They were married for, I left this blank so I wasn't sure how many years. There seemed to be a discrepancy. 39 years. And during that time, their most important commitment was to make each other happy. In the last few months that Daddy was home, I was able to spend alone time with him. I realized how much I cherished that time and how close I felt to him. During our time together, one of the many conversations we had were about all of you. He shared with me of how proud he was of each and every one of you. You each filled his life with joy, love, and purpose. Every neshama that is brought into this world serves a very important purpose. I believe that Daddy's purpose was to teach us the support of being Jewish, Camila Chesed, and the love and importance of being part of this family. We are all his heart, his breath, and his life. He will always be a part of each and every one of us, and I know you will treasure Daddy's memories by keeping them alive and sharing them with your children.
Sure.
Yeah, thanks.
Interesting fact came to light earlier this morning when we found out that a significant amount of Mishnah's learning had not been done, through nobody's fault whatsoever. A siyum was supposed to be a siyum, meaning you finished. And when you finish Mishnayos, was that the nishmas a person on their Shloshim, finish. So Uncle Cheese, Yehuda, who else? Andy and Sani and other people took a whole chunk, about 4 hours before 3 o'clock, so that would have been around 11:30, and sat down and started learning stuff. And some other significant chunk was parceled out to about 300 yeshiva bachrim in Eretz Yisrael, who I think did it in about 8 minutes. My understanding was also that a siyum has to be made by the person who learns the last part. So the last Masechta in all of Mishnayos and Shas Mishnayos is Maseches Uktzim, which was being learned in Eretz Yisrael. That person, don't even know who that would be, is not here. He wasn't going to be here. So in a panic, I called up Rav Yoni Levin, who's the assistant rabbi of Eish Kodesh now, and who's who's a wonderful person. And I said, what next? Do I now have to learn Maseches Uktzim in 2.5 hours before we come here? And he said, no, it can be really done as long as you've learned a Masechta. So it turns out that I have the first Masechta, which is Brachos, and in Mitzvah Hashem I'm making a siyum. The last Mishnah. It is now after Shkia, it's almost Tzeis, so we're truly in Shloshim, which is when it is supposed to be done. Last parak in brachos focuses on the certain brachos that we make when we see things, when we see thunder, lightning, very, very frightening. The last two psukim are, the last pasuk in the Mishnah is, it says, Eis Lasos, there's a collection of psukim from Tillim, from Rus, from Shoftim, and there are learnings that come out of these, relative to brachos and things that we say. So the last one is, Eis Lasos Lashem Hefelu Tomatecha. That's what the Tanakama is saying, the author of the Mishnah. And we learned out that that was actually, that pasuk was what Rabbi Yehuda Nasi used in order to make a HAFTR to allow Mishnayos to be written down. Where Torah Shabbal Peh is not allowed to be written down. But Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, during the time of the Mishnah, saw that Torah was being forgotten. And he used the pasuk, Eis Lasos Hashem, Hefelu Toratecha. It's a time to do for Hashem, because your Torah is being uprooted, it's being put away. And so that's why that's allowed. But Rabbi Natan Omer says, Hefelu Toratecha, he's reversing the pasuk, Eit Lasot Hashem. It is because he's saying it's not, we have to do something now because